Dear staff, just I'm getting an error in sharing the screen. Kindly apologize me. Just to wait for 5 minutes for the inconvenience. Hello. 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 Did you got the screen now? Yeah. Yes, I'll proceed. Yeah. So modular object-oriented dynamic learning environment, which helps us to make our learning more fruitful, more useful, and using technology more powerful. So already told you, it helps to create more users. We can create courses, we can create materials, we can upload materials, we can assign roles to the users, we can add new courses, assignments, quiz programs, everything is possible here. With a course management system, which was created by Martin Dohimas, a large community of users and developers. This application was utilized by most of the schools, universities, and colleges. The main advantage is it is free to use, which is very user friendly to customize and to create users and courses. So apart from this, the Moodle is also providing you helps us to create online courses, just to conduct courses, to enhance your training, and we can assign different roles to the users. So far, this was the count number of registered sites. 226 countries are using Moodle, and this numbers of courses has been registered, and so many users are enrolled. So even if you are created users, you have to enroll to make access this Moodle platform. So it's a complete online learning environment. It is a focal point for online collaboration. It is a repository for self-study course and materials. And the Moodle also contains collaborative synchronous courses, and it is independent and self-paced course. Okay, this is small introduction. We should start with the shall start with the Moodle. Okay. So as you logged in, you might be here. The first thing, to create a new user or to create new courses, we'll start with creating new users. How to create users and how to assign roles. So come to the screen. Okay. So in the left side, you can see in the top, you can see all the options. Okay, the main options are dashboard, site home, calendar, private files, and site administration and add a block. So initially, we'll start with the just the dashboard is to show the display. We can see the recent accessed courses. So far, we didn't access any courses, so it doesn't show anything. We can see date, calendar, and here how many users are there, how many admin users, how many groups who are in online, which will be online users will be shown here already logged in, and here you can see timeline options. This option is to move. You can drag and drop the controls and options anywhere. Initially, it has been customized like this. If you want to move the option down or if you want to move like this, you can also move. This is option for the settings. You can customize. These things you'll see later. So dashboard is to show the number of courses and the number of materials available inside. Then site home. Site home is to go inside and to see and upload your materials. You can create courses, you can see courses, and you can upload your materials here. So before that, first create users. For that, you can go to site administration. We'll start with creating users, then creating courses. First, to create a new user, select site administration. Here you can find this number of tabs, site administration, users, courses, grades, plugins, and appearance. Now we are going to create users. Either you can create users, you can manage users. Okay, this is the tab. If you select the tab using this tab, either you can create a new user or create a bulk of users, or you can edit users, you can upload user pictures. These are all the options available. You can generate permissions for the users, that is roles and permissions you can give, policies you can set. So you can create user, you can manage user, you can give or assign permissions, and you can create policies for the users. Okay, we'll start with how to add a new user. So by clicking add a new user, you'll get that you can give some name. Do you want? Second, I'm giving Devi. So choose authentication method. If you want to authenticate using email, you can give like this or using this Excel database LDAP server. So default is manual accounts. Manual accounts means using the second using module, I'm going to authenticate user. Okay. So generate password and notify user. So here password you have to give. See the instruction. The password must have at least 8 characters, at least 1 digits, at least 1 lowercase letters, 1 uppercase letters, 1 alphanumeric. For example, for this name, I can give Devi. If you click here, you are able to see. Okay, Devi. And HSC. Okay, one. So small case, any symbols, alphanumeric characters, at least one capital letter, at least one number. Okay, so in this way only you are also assigned the password HSC at one, like this. I use better, I can use the same thing. HSC at one. Okay. If you want, the user has to change the password. Sure, definitely you can give force password. Otherwise, you leave it. First name you can give anything. Email address, it should be a valid email address. ssc.edu. Professors, please come out. If you're not able to view or if you're not audible, please come out. Okay, email display. So either you want to hide your email address from non-privileged users, you can use this option. Three options are available. Allow everyone to see email address. Who are all accessing Moodle, they are able to see your email if you choose this option. Allow only other course members to see my email address, you can use this option. Or if you want to hide email address from non-privileged users, you can use this option. Okay, I'm choosing this. I'm allowing my email to be visible for other course members. City, I'm giving Tirupattur, then India, country, time zone, reference. If you want to give any description, Devi from Sekadar College, you can add it. If you want to add a profile picture, you can also add a picture here. You can give picture description. Create user. Since I already created a user using this email ID, it is showing this error at this step. If you create a user using a valid email ID, you will get the user. Okay. But make sure that one email ID can be used to create one user only. Come back to the user again. So next is creating a new user, single user, add a new user. But if you want to add a group of users, as a course teacher, as a faculty member, you need to create users for your class students. Maybe they may be around 40 or 50 or 60. So for in that situation, you don't want to create a user one by one. There, you can create bulk of user list. Okay, for that first you have to create upload you have to create user list you must have the following like information like this, not like this. Upload users, you have to choose upload users. So you already must create an Excel file with at least four fields: first name, last name, sorry, five: first name, last name, username, password, email ID. These are mandatory fields. Other fields, if you want, you can add or not needed. I will repeat: first name, last name, email ID, username, password. So password, you have to follow the criteria. That is one, at least one capital letter, one small letter, one number, and one alphanumeric. Staff members, are you all following me? Are you all following me? Okay. I will repeat. I will repeat. I will repeat. I will maximize the screen. I will repeat. Yeah, I will repeat. username, password, Gmail ID, first name, last name. It can be in any order. I repeat, first name, last name, first name, last name, email ID, valid email ID, username, password. For the password field, you have to follow the criteria. You prepare a Excel sheet like this. So like here, if you can see username and password you already given. Okay. After preparing, you save the Excel sheet as .csv. If you want me to show, I will show. Do you want me to show how to create Excel sheet?
Shruti comes on the screen right now. This is speaker Shruti Gomes. She's in your group. Any problem with your screen?
Yes, ma'am. Any problem with the screen, ma'am? Shruti Gomes? Ma'am? Do you have any problem in the screen? Ma'am, Shruti Gomes? Do you have any problem in the screen? But others are telling they are able to see the screen. It is visible and good for them. Please, ma'am, let me know. Please send me a message. Yes, ma'am, Shruti Gomes, please send me message. Do you have any problem? Lekha, ma'am, please refresh your screen. Refresh your screen. You can get the new one. But all the other members are saying they have no problem in the screen. Please refresh your window. You can get the updation. Okay, check it. Grazia, please check. Refresh your screen and check. You are able to see the navigations also. Okay, for your convenience, I will refresh the screen. I will reshare the screen so that you can get the latest one. Now, did you all able to see the navigation? Did you all able to see the navigation? Yeah. Okay. 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 Come to the users. To create a bulk of users or list of users, first step you have to create user list with the minimum of 5 fields. I repeat once again: first name, last name, Gmail ID, valid Gmail ID, username and password. Save the file as .csv. Save any folder with the extension as .csv. Okay, got it. If you want, you can make a note. Save the Excel file with the 5 fields. Enter the data, the student data, for example, register number, their name, register number, their name, email ID, username, password. You save the data as with the student.csv. Then step 2, upload users. First, you have to upload the set of users here. Then you can include. Okay, upload users. Just wait. To upload users, it may take a few minutes. Just it is asking for your file to browse. Once you chosen your CSV file, by clicking upload user, your list will be uploaded. Yeah. You can choose your file, any Excel sheet you have already created. Yeah, for example here, group username password, zero. I'm choosing this. Click open. See, this is Excel file. It has to be created in CSV. Click open. Since it is Excel, upload this. Okay. If you click upload users, your user list will be uploaded. Because already this username and password is already uploaded, I'm not going to click upload, but this is a step. Okay. Select in user, you select upload users, choose the CSV file you already created with the list of students, then click upload users. Okay. Again here, okay, this way. Now all the users are uploaded. Next step is we have to enroll the users. Once, if you want to know whether the users have been uploaded or not, you can go to browse list of users. Okay, you can see. So all the group 4 members, you can see in the screen, group 4 members are all this view 170. They are students already uploaded. Apart from that, all the group members are also uploaded. You can see page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. The users are uploaded. 13. You can drag and see. Okay. If you want to search, it's also possible. We know. If you want to see, we contains we add filter. If you want to search, okay. So these are the users which contain we letter. You can also search like this. Okay. Again, if you want to see all the user list, you remove. So your users you already added will be viewed here. So per page, some number of users will be listed. If you want to see the remaining users, you can go by page number 2, 3, likewise. I want to show the group 4 users list to see. Mr. Gracie Fatima, Joplin Soyan, you see. So these are the users for today's session. Okay. So again, I come back to users tab. So users, just a minute. No, மேம் அங்கே மூவ் பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். லிசன் மட்டும் தான் பண்ணுவேன், சேட் தான் பண்ணுறேன். நான் பேசுறது கேட்குதுன்னு எப்படி தெரியுது? நாங்கள் சேட் தான் பண்ணுறோம், பப்ளிக் சேட்டில். அவங்கள கூப்பிட்டு பண்ணுங்க, அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. ம், வால்யூம் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. கூப்பிட்டு கேளுங்க. Yeah. So again, I come back to users. So far, we have seen two options. You are able to add a new user if you want. You are able to add, upload bulk of users if you want to add. You are able to see the users you already added. That is, you have already enrolled in the Moodle. Okay. Now, if you want, it is not only enough to add the users. In order to access your course materials, in order to make your students to get involved in the course or in the activities like assignment, quiz program, you need to enroll the users. So first step, you have created user list, then you have added the user list, then you have to enroll the users. For that, you have to choose how to enroll the users. First, you choose sitemap. Okay, for that you need to create the courses. So users is common. We have users with the different roles. Okay, then you are going to assign courses and actions, activities for the users. Okay, for that you have to create the courses. Before that, I will come back again. I think you understand. So users are common. For example, first year students, they can be in the first semester, they will be allotted with the first semester syllabus with some staff. When they come for the second semester, they will be allotted to the different staff and with the different subjects. So users are different, courses are different. In order to link, we need to create courses also. Now we have created users. Okay, before that I will also tell you, user default preferences are there. These things you don't want to disturb much. Permissions. Guest permissions. Just leave it as it is. So user roles we will see later. So now we have users. In order to enroll users to the courses, you need to create courses. Go to courses. For courses, first you have to create a category. Category means, for example, semester, first semester, or BCA program, BBA program, skill program. Okay, so it is the main domain. Under that, courses are subdomain. So semester one, English, Tamil, mathematics, physics, allied. Likewise, they are all courses. These courses should come under a category. Category maybe you can decide as a semester, or you can design as a staff, or you can decide with some title, a skill subjects or language subjects or whatever it is. Okay. So for that, first you need to create a category. To create a category, choose the tab courses. First, you come into site administration. In that, you select courses tab. You can find this. Here, you click add a category. Add a category. Okay, where you want to display this category, you can choose. These are all already created categories. As it was no, first becomes a second year, first year, fifth semester like that. So where the category will be in the top, category name. For example, I am creating here FBP. FBP, sorry, FBP is the category. Okay. ID number it is not mandatory. If you want, you can create F1. Or you can give category 1, C1. If you want to give any description, you can also give. So this is only for online learning. If you are creating category for skill subjects, you can give skill subjects learning, language likewise. So this for understanding purpose is well. Then create category. Very simple step. Creating category. Give the category name. If you want, you can give category ID. Again, if you want, you can give description about the category. Then create category. Okay, you can see new category has been created, FDP. Faculty Development Program. Now you are in use. FTP. Now Yeah, okay, I will repeat. I'll repeat. Okay, category is just a name which is like a title or group. Okay, under some group you are going to give, you are going to create courses. Okay, so title, subtitle, class, subclass, likewise. Okay, semester, under the semester, you will be having different courses. Or you can use category as a year, first year. Subject should be courses. Tamil, English, mathematics, allied, computer science. Or you can give subject names also, C language, programming language, poetry, likewise. So category is your main title. Okay, we have to create under which we can create new courses, and these courses can be enrolled for the students, that means users, and for the staff. Okay, category is a title to create courses, to add courses in the category, just as main title and subtitle respectively. Okay, I repeat the steps again, very simple step. Go to courses tab, add a category, give category name. Okay, already given. I'll just repeat. Even you can add like the skill. If I want to create the courses for skill, there are so many skills that are available, professional skills, interview skills, language skills, likewise. You are creating skill. Under skill, there are so many skills courses are there. You can add courses under skill. Student, those who want which course, they can be enrolled in this particular course. Okay, now I am here, I am giving S1 for ID. Then description I'm adding skill courses. This is only for adding skills courses. Giving create category. Okay, and see now in the dashboard, you can have two categories, FDB and skill. Here you can move up. This one you can move up or you can move down. Okay. You can move up this one. Okay, even you can edit if you want to edit. If you want to create subcategory, you can also create. If you want to delete, you can delete. If you want to assign roles for the category, you can assign permissions. Okay. This one you have to give users with roles. You see this. After seeing assigned roles, you will come back here. So if you see roles, there are many roles, and the major roles here we are playing is admin, manager, student. Okay. If you want to change or edit, again you can go course and category management. After adding, if you want to edit, okay, you can go course and category management. If you want to change this, you can change it. If you want to modify this or remove this, it is possible. So now we have created category. Now, if I want to create courses, you can see you have two ways to create courses. Either drag down and create the courses from here itself. The categories are listed down. Under each category, you have a tab to create new courses. You can create courses here. Or choose this or go like this. Or you go site administration, select courses tab, add a new course. Okay, now you give course full name. I'm giving full model learning introduction course full name. Here short name. I'm giving session one. Okay. It should in which category it should come? Either here or here. Now I want this to be come under my category. This one we have created now. We have created a new category called FTP. Under this category, now we are creating a new course. The course full name is Moodle Learning Introduction or Introduction to Moodle, whatever it is. The short name is Session 1. You can give settings. Course visibility. Show or hide. Show. So if you want to restrict, for example, in the first semester, the students are able to see some 5 subjects. In the next semester, they should not view those subjects. They have to change. The course has to be changed. Okay, so you can set the date, start date for from this semester. We are starting the semester here, and this course has to be in line 3 June. 3 June, and it has to be available up to May or November. November of up to the semester. Up to the semester end. Starting of the semester, and for example, ending of the semester. For example, the semester is ends by 20th November. I can set so that this category and course will be invisible for the students from 3rd June 2020 to 20 November 2020. Okay, so you are able to set the timing, the date and timing for the visibility of the courses. So I repeat, courses full name, Moodle Learning Introduction, short name session 1. It should come under the category we have created now, FTP, visibility 3, and course start date 3 June and end date 20 November 2020. Okay, course ID number I'm giving S1. Description, if you want to give any description, you can give. Created by, this is also you can give created by so and so. Or faculty only. You can give any description you want, course summary. If you want to show any images, you can also show, but it will take some time to show. Attachment browse option will come here, tab will come here, attach file. You can browse the image, and if you sit here, it will be shown. Files and uploads. Save and display. So you can see here dashboard courses FTP under session 1. Okay, if you see under FTP, you can see Moodle Learning Introduction. Okay, you can see the course Moodle Learning Introduction for faculty only. Any doubts? Parent category, it's like a title and subtitle, class and subclass. That means one head. For example, if you want to create a HOD under the staff, under the student, likewise. If you have class semester, under the first year, second year, third year, under first year subjects. So those titles should be. Please unmute your audio. Those subtitles has to be given as category, and the courses actually where you are going to upload your materials. What is the difference is, let me say clearly, categories is to group and ungroup. That is higher, lower, likewise. Under semester 1, 3 years. First year, second year, third year. Under first year, if you have 2 streams, science stream or stream. Likewise, for grouping, you create category and subcategory. Category, subcategory, likewise. Where you are going to add your courses and materials. For that, you must create a course. Course is the link through only you are able to upload your materials, you are able to assign your activity, you are able to create assignments, you are able to conduct quiz programs. All the learning and things will be happen using the course. So category is to categorize your user creations and your learning environment according to semester wise or to student wise or group wise. Any doubts? Please ping me if you have any doubts, or I will proceed. So far we have seen, yeah, good. So far we are able to create a user, we are able to manage, edit a user, we are able to add and manage bulk users, and now we learn how to create category and how to create courses. Shall we proceed? Okay, I come back again. If you see site home, you can see available courses. Okay, this was created already. Now, what we have created now is, yeah, it is available in the last Moodle Learning Introduction. This is the course we have created now. If you want to change any settings, if you want to edit, again you come back here, edit settings, again you can change the options. Okay. Okay, click Moodle Learning Introduction. Now you are exactly in the courses. Under dashboard, in courses, under FTB, we have created courses. The name is Session 1. Okay, so this is the place where you can add your activity, you can upload your materials, you can send your assignment questions, you can ask the students to upload the assignments, or you can share your lab manuals. Okay, you can conduct quiz programs. So this is the place. Now we are on track. We have created courses, we have created category, we have created subcategory and courses. The course name is Moodle Learning Introduction. Okay, so under which you have different topics. You can edit the topics and you make it useful according to your need. So topic 1. So if you are sharing the materials could not be always PPT or a PDF. It can be a video, it can be a lab manual, or it can be an assignment, or it can be normal tutorial, or it can be a web reference. Okay, so according to your need, you can create new topics, you can edit the topic, and you can post your materials. To edit, before that, you have to first, and initially when you come inside, it will be like that. It doesn't show any editing options. It will simply show your courses and the course title, category and the course title only. Okay. To add a new activity or to edit the already created activity, first you come to the right corner in the settings, you drag down and you can see turn editing on. So those are having only the staffs. You are in the manager right now. You have assigned the manager role. The student doesn't get this option. They are only able to view and download your materials. So only the managers will be getting this option. So if you click here, click turn editing on. Okay, now only you are able to view this. This is to move. If you want to move this to topic 2, you can move this here. Okay, this will be to move your topic. I will change this one. So first to edit the topic. For example, here I'm going to give tutorials. This is for tutorials. Change this, and this is for lab manual. This one is under the lab manuals. Okay. So my course is Moodle Learning Introduction. Here, the first I given as tutorial. I can learn manuals. Then here I can give exercises. Okay, likewise, you can edit here in tutorials if you want to update. So there are so many activities as we said earlier: assignment, chatting, uploading, creating file, lab manuals. So how to add this activity? How to make this available? For this, first I told here initially how to choose turn editing on, then come down, and under which title you are going to post this activity. First thing is I'm going to upload materials. So here I'm going to upload the materials. So tutorials, you go add an activity or resource. Again, this edit is to edit the topic only. Either you can make, for example, you have created a question paper, question banks, but you don't want to show it now for the students. You simply exercise, you can simply hide. If you hide the topic, it is not visible. This is hidden for students. It is visible for you, but students can't view this. After some time, after some examination, if you want to show that to the students, again you can unhide this. Okay. So come back to this. To add an activity, the first thing I'm going to upload the materials. There are so many options, so many activities available in a course. First option is I'm going to upload my material. To upload your PDF or a Word document or PPT, whatever it is, click add an activity. Whether you are going to upload a single file or multiple files. First, see, this is activities, assignment. Currently, we are using this big blue button. Now we are using this only. We are taking this session, running the session. So chat, choice, database. These are activities and resources. Now I'm going to upload only one file. Choose this. If you have any doubts, the description will be given here. Come down. Add. So now I'm going to upload a file. Chapter 1 or something. Chapter 1. Can't delete and give introduction. These are all user-defined options. You can enter what you want to show in the screen. Introduction to Moodle. If you want to display even the description on the course page, you enable this. Then the file you want to upload. If it is a file, click add file here. Choose file here. I'm going to upload this. The Moodle introduction. PPT. I'm going to upload PPT. Double click or open. So PPT has been chosen. You have to upload. Choose upload. Okay, you got the file. You can upload any number of files here. Since you have chosen only one file, here you are able to choose only one file. If you choose folder, you can choose many files. Okay, actually waiting is a PPT. Save and return to course. Okay, under tutorials. So since you made a description visible, it is showing tutorials. We have chapter 1. If you click this, it will be open for it will be downloaded. You can see this. Okay. We have created an activity, that is we have uploaded a file. So we all followed the instructions. please try to create users, create okay. So before I ask you to do that, one more thing. Okay, now you know how to create a category, how to create course, and then how to add an activity. That is, you have uploaded your file. Okay, so before that, now you have created all the student users, but whether the students are able to access this course or not, it is no. They are not possible. They are unable to access your course. For that, you need to enroll your users. Okay. In order to make the students or the users to access your course or category, you have to enroll them. So for that, come to the site home. So once you created a category and once you created a course and you already created users, okay, come to site home, choose the category. For that you are going to assign the users. Okay, this is the course we have created. So for that we need to assign the users. Okay, then only the students are able to see and able to download your materials more. Users, enroll users. Okay, so come to courses, come to, I repeat the steps, I repeat the steps, come to site home, choose your course, come to site home, courses you have created already, choose the course you have created. Okay, by default it should be turn editing on only. If it is editing off, you can't get anything. See, it will be like this only. So if you get the blank screen, you just click here, turn editing on, so get all these things. Now use the same drag down button, select more. You will get this tab, course administration. So now you are configuring the course. You are the administrator, and you are configuring the course. Users, you are allowing and enrolling the users who are all possible to access and download the course materials. For that, enroll users or groups, both are possible. Enroll users. Okay, you can get this tab, enroll users. This can be used to enroll a group of users. Now I'm going to enroll single user, one user per time. Okay. So now I'm going to enroll group 4. You people, group 4. mm, For example, Barun Banerjee, Professor Barun Banerjee for this course. And again, Brother Nicholas for this course. Then Kathy Gracia for this course. Krati for this course. Hindu Day for this course. Okay. It's one sample. So assign roles. As I told, manager, teacher, non-editing teacher, students, there are so many roles are available. Now you are a manager. Okay. So a manager has all the rights to access, create, access a course and category and uses. So manager is able to create course, create category, add user, modify user details, change password, create and update the courses, upload materials, conduct quiz program. Okay. Students are able to only view the course details, view the materials, able to download the materials, involved in the assignment activity, able to attend the quiz based on the settings. Okay. Now, for this course, Initially, you were added as manager, but for this course, now we are created currently Moodle Learning Introduction is the course name. FTP is the category name. I think you got to remind that. Under FTP category, you have created a course, Moodle Learning Introduction. There, I am assigning, enrolling the users. All these users are students, so they are able to view the option for it. I've only enrolled 5 students only. So only those students are able to access your courses. Okay. So once you enroll yourself, you are able to see this. So if sometime you have created a courses, you are uploaded, but students are coming and complaining, ma'am, I didn't get anything. Only I'm getting an empty screen. Uh, I have logged in rightly. You have created the user and I given username and password to the truth. See, this is your login name and this is your password. Go and check your Moodle and download the materials I have uploaded. But the students are coming and telling, ma'am, I didn't get anything. I am able to log in, but I am getting empty screen, which means that for the course you have created, you didn't enroll your users. So for that, you have to go here, courses, user, enroll users. You can click enroll users. If you want add, if you want enroll more users, again click here. Again you can find. I'm enrolling from group 4 itself. Okay, Indra Vera. I'm adding Leka, Kushi Rai. Okay, likewise. Enroll users. I think you see. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So far we have enrolled 10. Sorry, 9. You can see number of participants. 9 users we have enrolled for this. So only these 9 users are able to access this Moodle Learning Introduction course. They are able to involve in the activity you are creating under this course. Okay, am I clear to you? Okay, so here you can see the list. What you as I told you, we have to create minimum things. Creating username, first name, last name, email ID, username, password. So these things have to be shown here. First name and their role. You have set student role. There is no groups, but now you are in a group. Status active because you are in online, so it is showing active. If you want to change the settings, edit enrollment. If you want to change, okay, enrollment active, suspended. If you want to make it inactive, you can do. If you want to change it, the starting and ending date, you are making him not access the course. For example, you are given assignment but it didn't followed it, you can restrict him not to submit the assignments. Okay, so these are all the users you have enrolled now for this Moodle learning course. Please, kindly, faculty members, please make sure your audio is unmuted. Sorry, in mute. Okay. Okay, faculty members, are you clear with enrolling the users? So, just I recalling you. So far, I have created a new user, created bulk of users, and then you created category, created courses, then enrolled users for the courses, then we have uploaded a single file. Okay, so could you try this option for 5 minutes, maybe for 10 to 15 minutes? Now it's 20. Shall I come back by 11:30? So after 10 minutes, you try creating a new user or adding bulk of user and create a category, create a course, check yourself, and if you have any doubts, please ask me. Let me tell you. Is it okay? Seven, oh, sorry, 12 ஆகப்போகுது. 12 ஆயிடுச்சா? 12. Dear staffs, hope you are all online. Did you check to create users categories? Hello, am I audible? Dear faculty members, am I audible? Yeah, okay. Shall I proceed? Did you all check to create users, categories, and courses? Any doubt in this? Any doubt? Okay. There are so many skills courses are there. You can add courses under. Okay. Chakrabarti sir, what is your problem? Are you saying no problem or you have problem? I don't get you. Okay, we shall proceed. So here created screen is okay. Okay, now we are in the courses in FDP and Moodle learning. Okay, FDP the category. Under that we have Moodle learning introduction course, Moodle learning course, and that we edited the titles. Okay, we edited the titles, topics according to our need. Then we added activity. The first activity, resources and activity. It is having, we can conduct activity or we can add resources. We started adding single file resource. Hope all are able to see my screen. Yeah, good. Okay, so now we're able to add a single file. Then how to add the staffs? Hope you're all online.